everyone, welcome to another video for Crazy About Cricut. Today I wanted to show you how to make a very quick set of note cards. I know a lot of people have gone back to school, and we've actually been in school for about a month. But I always like to have some cards left where if I want to scribble a quick note to the teacher or something, I just like to have a few on hand. So I wanted to show some that I made using the Artbooking cartridge from Close to My Heart. And so this is the card, and it's just really simple. It's a craft card base, and it's got the mat is actually craft foam, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a sec. And then this is the note card cut, and then the stamp, the lines is a stamp that comes with the Cricut bundle from Close to My Heart. And this note stamp is also from the same set, and then I just used a 3/4 inch circle punch. There's also a circle cut on the cartridge that you can use as well. So let me go ahead and show you how we can put together 5 of these really quickly. Okay, I'm going to set this aside here. So you'll need to get these together really fast, you want to have some stuff ahead of time. So here is I'm going to make 5 of them. So here is my 5 card bases, and these are just standard size. They are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. 5 of those, and then here are my craft foam sheets, and I got 5 of those. These I actually get, they come a little bit bigger. I get mine from the Dollar Tree, and they come in a big massive stack. You get like, I don't know how many inches. You get a bunch for $1, so it's just a cool little different texture and gives a little lift to the card. So there's the mats, and I cut those down to 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And then I also cut, here are my 5 cuts from the cartridge. And let me go ahead and show that is on page 42 of the in the handbook, and it's right here. It's under the overlay feature, and I cut that one at 4 inches. And okay, so let's go ahead and put these together. These are right over here, and so we'll just go ahead and first fold each card base in half. And you can score these if you want. It's just a simple base cut though, so you won't have to, you don't really need to score them. If you just have a bone folder, you can go ahead and do it like that. So these are, these are great to have on hand because you want to write a note to the teacher, someone actually really just anyone, but just quick, and you don't want to have an over-the-top card. But you want it to be something where they won't lose it, because sometimes, you know, just scribbling a note on a piece of paper here and there, and it gets lost, and that's the end of that. Okay, so the card bases are folded, and for the mats, I decided it'd be fun to just run them through a crimper, and it just gives a little bit of added texture and doesn't add a lot of time. And I'm actually going to do 2 of them at a time. So I don't know if you can see here how to do. Let's see if I can. It has 2 little arrows here on the front, so you can see where to put the material in. So just go ahead and do that. Those in there, and then just run them through like that. And the reason I put 2 of them, so it adds a little bit more texture to it. One by itself was just a little bit thin. So go ahead and run the rest of these through here. And you could go ahead and use any kind of pattern paper, obviously, or whatever you may have on hand. I just have had these lying around for quite some time and wanted to use them up. And like I said, adds a nice fun little texture to the card without being a big, spending a lot of time on it. Okay, so there you go. I've run them through the crimper. So we have our base mat, our card base, and our mats. And now for the note card lines. Now, let us see. Here we go. This is the stamp set. It's the Cricut bundle Take Note set. That's with the rest of it. And here's the line. And it does tell you what size to cut it at. Where is it? So it says 4 inches, so it'll match the stamp, which is really, really nice and easy to do. So I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I'm going to see if I can do, nope, just one at a time. So go ahead and get these stamped up. This is a little bit bigger block, so I like to ink it this way. And, oop, oh, see, I dropped it. So the good thing is, just turn it over, and you won't see the back at all. So that's alright. See, you gotta show what really happens when you make stuff. Sometimes whether you want to or not. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stamp that down. And there's one. Actually, let's see if I can go ahead and just do it that way so we can get it done a little bit faster. 2. And my thing is that every time I work with black ink, I always seem to get some on my fingers. So do be careful. As far as that goes. And then there's number 4. And we'll get the last one in here. Last one, and there's number 5. Okay, so we've gone ahead and stamped all of those. Actually, as long as we have our ink pad open, we'll go ahead and stamp the little note sentiment, and for that I just found a scrap of orange paper that I thought went well with the green and the blue from primary color. Just 3 and stamp close to the edge. I can get my punch in there. Okay, so we're actually done with the stamping, and let's go ahead and just punch these out. And they just fit perfectly in that little circle. And this is just to make this as fast as possible. Because like for me right now, my kids are in school, I've got a little bit of time to put these together, so we want to get that up and done. Going to cooperate with me. Of course it's not. Alright. Let me go ahead and put these down like this. So you'll go ahead and glue that down like that. You'll put your note card right on top. For the little sentiment, I put a pop dot on the back. And just one. Like that. And I stuck that right there. And then if you have some time, actually, let me go ahead and show. I also wanted to, on the note cards, add a little bit of color. So I added some inking here on the end, on the edges. It wouldn't take much time to go ahead and do that to all of them. And I like this little hand tool. I actually found this at an expo a few years ago, but I've seen it at Joann's, and it's in the ink section. So I've got 3 down. And just got 2 more here, and it adds a little bit of realism here to the note card. There's number 4. And there is number 5 here. Okay, and this little tool also helps keep getting ink all over your fingers. Okay, so then, let's see if my adhesive isn't cooperating with me here. Let me grab my other adhesive here. 1 second. Okay, grab my ATG gun here. And so now we'll go ahead and actually just put them all together. So this craft foam, it works just like paper. So when your ATG gun clogs on you. There we go. And then I just put 1 strip in the middle. And just kind of line them all up like that. So you could do this with any type of card that you wanted to create and mass produce. And sometimes the hardest part is just keeping it simple and not, make it take a lot of time by adding a lot of extra embellishments, and it's just, leaving it as it is the tough part sometimes for me. Okay, so there's number 3. And I will say the only thing with this foam is that the crimping part doesn't stay as deep as when you first do it, because it is foam and it kind of pops back up, but it does leave a nice little textured pattern on there, so it still works out. Okay, and there is number 5. Okay, and we've already inked all of our little note cards, so we can go ahead and put adhesive on those as well. Actually, I like to, if I have room, go ahead and put adhesive on all of my pieces. And do as much of the same process as possible. So now I'm going to grab my card bases again, and I'm just going to put it at a little bit of an angle. So far it's been about 10 minutes. And so here's the one I messed up on, but turn it over and ta-da, it's perfect. It's been about 10 minutes since I started, and we're almost done already, so you could definitely squeeze this in any place. Okay, so on this one I've already put in the circle. Let me grab my other ones over here, and I'm going to turn them all over and grab Pop Dot and put it on the back of each one, just like that, and then peel off the backing and not have it stick to me. There we go. So these, and you could definitely change the sentiment to whatever. I thought this worked good with the note card. So here we go. We're just gonna get this one off the back, and then put this one right here. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, I wanted to, so you could call it, be done with them, and that's it. On my final one, I did add some stitching around the edge, but you could leave the card as they are now, or you can go ahead and add the stitching to them. I won't make you guys sit there and watch the stitching for 5 cards, but that's it. So the stitching you could, like I said, leave without if you wanted to. You could even ink the brown edge if you like it like that, or just as is, and it's done. So you're ready to go in and, mess Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, my child forgot their homework. Or whatever it is you have to write. Or to anybody. So I think these are great. And in about 20 minutes, including cut time, you can have all these cards done. So I hope you enjoyed my card set for today, and I'd love to see you guys try them out. And time yourself, see how long it takes you, and share them on my Facebook wall, or email me at crazyaboutcricket@hotmail.com if you'd like to send them, and I will gladly, share them on my blog and stuff like that. So thanks so much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.